Hi, alright. Back again after a little bit of a break. As you know, the car broke down and it's still off-road, so I've been trying to raise money to go towards that. Which means I've had to sell off a few things, a few air guns and things. Luckily I had quite a number to start with, but it's not going too bad. It's hard raising income when you haven't got an income coming in. But anyway, that's by the by. And my daughter's been, and is, quite seriously ill. So my mind's been in other places. However, I've got a couple of knives that have come to me. A couple of times I've been really lucky to see a sale and be in there first at the right time. And I'm not going to stop this tape, but I've just realised that leg's still sunk on that side, so I might be leaning one way or the other. But anyway, the first one is by a guy whose username on YouTube is, I think it's Dengru12. Dengru12. He's on my friends list. Definitely Dengru. It's Dengru12, and he's also on Gear Bastion. I think he might be on Gear Bastion of Spike Knives. The clue to that being the word spike. And this beautiful little blade. A nice big finger-sized ring. This is just one of these things that catches my imagination. And let's just put this other one down in a minute. Beautiful little Kydex sheath with a bit of paracord tie at the end, and there was an extra bit of paracord in there that had it all tied together. And snaps in nicely. Doesn't fall out, so it could be a neck knife. I've had it hanging from my pocket walking around the house. Nice little everyday carry, as far as it's legal in my environment anyway. He's a UK based bloke. He's on Facebook, he's on YouTube as I said, and I was quite happy to find that he didn't live too far either. It was within 6 or 7 miles, so that's interesting. Nice to know there's a good knife maker up here in the north. I think that cost me, I can't remember now exactly, but it cost me around £30. And it was an opening offer that the guy was making on YouTube. And for somebody who hasn't got a massive income coming and can't afford to buy these £150 knives on a regular basis, it's nice just to get these little bargains and say that, you know, I can support the knife community and get a nice little bit of a blade in myself. Here's another one that came. Nice leather sheath. Again, I spotted the deal, jumped in quick. This is by a guy on YouTube, sorry, top of my head's cut off. Valley Survivor on YouTube. Taz on Facebook. And he started his own Facebook site, I think it's Black Dragon Supplies if I remember rightly. I should have written all this down because my mind was interrupted just as I was about to switch the camera on. Nice little clip. So now you see where the press stud is here. Comes down, just flip that out of the way, see if I can get this right. The blade is hitting that, and you actually have to turn it out slightly. And when you put it in, it hooks against that, which is a nice little help. So when that stud goes in, there's a tiny bit of rattle that is not going to come out under any business. It has a nice little bit of lost for the word again. I always get lost for this word. But the plasticky type material that these handles are made out of. That speckling is within the handle. I don't know if the light is showing it quite right. It seems to be doing to me. It's a very sort of three-dimensional look, almost with stars in the background. Lovely bluey star background. And we had a lot of trouble getting this to me, which is, you know, it's a shame Royal Mail let themselves down badly on this one. It was a good deal, opening deal. And I jumped in, and Taz had two blades of this sort, and one had a wooden handle, and he knew that I was always looking at the unusual, you know, slightly outside of the box colours or designs or whatever, and he went, "How about this, Del?" Showed me the knife, I said yes, and sent it off. Sent it off on the 9th of August, and it turned up on Saturday morning. Recorded delivery. Come on, Royal Mail, you've done better than that in the past. That is disgraceful. I've worked 30 years for Royal Mail, and I've never seen anything as disgraceful as that for a delayed delivery. Get your finger out. But anyway, another beautiful little knife, not too big, nice, gutting, unting, general box type knife. It's got a lovely sharp blade on it. Moving off the knife scene slightly. Cap here, it's got a Velcro patch on the front, so you can stick any badge on. As you can see, I've stuck the SAS one, and of course nice solid peak. So why am I telling you about a baseball cap, you might think, because there are baseball caps everywhere. Well, the thing is, you see that? Nice Arden polypropylene guard inside the cap brow. Yeah? It clips in to here, if I can get this right. And there. Nice brim with that in, so that the brim could actually be used straight in the face. Yeah? Self-defence. Good for girlies as well, I would say, because you've always got that extra, ribs, yeah, neck, yeah, eyes, upper arms, where the glands are, under the arms, lower stomach, yeah, you've got glands down here, indentation in there, a lot of places you can hit. I'm not going to go too in depth on film, but there are plenty of places on the internet where you can download nerve points and gland points and muscle points and learn them for jabbing. I'll leave it at that anyway. I'm not going to go too in depth about that. It can be dangerous if you don't know what you're doing. You don't play this sort of thing. So the next thing that I'm going to bring up is this stick, hiking stick. Nice ergonomically shaped handle, as you can see. Nice little hook on the end, and I've screwed on top a camera rest, rifle rest, and of course this thing, just a little screw there, will drop into that position. You see where I'm coming from here? Nice strong polypropylene hammer there. Nice V shape there, yeah? Yeah. Unscrew this off the end, and you've got the camera. I think it's 32mm fitted. Yeah. Got bit of smack with that, point on there, or hook somebody's arm as if they're waving a knife around, shorten this down for a more hammer-like gadget. There are lots of other bits that come with it, you know, the anti-sink things and all that for mud, snow, and different shoes for the bottom, but I thought you might be more interested in this. Like I say, that'll go on the top of there with this, and an handy little compass. Also screws on the end of that. Oops. For when you're going hiking, because this is basically what this stick was originally made for. But I got this with 7 Day Shop. But I'm sure you can get them on the internet. It's just ergonomically right. It's nice and sound and strong. It's taking my weight all right, leaning on it. It's not sliding down, and I'm unfortunately over the 18 stone mark at the moment. So yeah, in fact, it's got a bit of a it's got an anti-shock spring into it. So when you're putting it on, you're not getting it in the arms dead on. So there you have. I got that with 7 Day Shop, as I said, but you could quite probably get that on the internet, and I can't see any other names on it. It says anti-shock, and it also says 7 Day Shop, which I think is only, could be wrong, but I think is only UK based. Anti-shock, where is it? 7 Day Shop. Worth thinking about it, especially if you go out for regular walks and you're getting on a bit in years. I'm only 58, I know, but the one thing that fellas forget when you get older is you're not that handy anymore. The younger men are faster and stronger. You think you've still got it, but you haven't. You've got to have that extra edge. So think about that, especially in an environment like the UK environment where you don't get to carry guns and big knives about on a regular basis. So the hat, that came from Israel. I got it from a company called Zahal, Z-A-H-A-L. We also have a sister company called Fab Defence, if that's showing through properly. Fab Defence. You notice it's got an S and not a C in defence. They imported to England. It was $38 all in. Not a bad price for something like this. They have a few other gadgets, but they're obviously a lot more expensive, and I thought this was quite a bargain at the time. And of course my car hadn't broke down when I sent for it. This is going back months now, but I meant to show it once before and never got around to it. And I did promise that I was going to get up onto, I'm not going to do it now, but I have some more machetes that I haven't shown yet, and I've quite a few of these throwing style axes, which are also good for, they've got a nice little bit of weight in them for doing small camping type jobbies and stuff like that, with the added bonus of being a defensive weapon. So I'll be reviewing a few. There's a lot of these, so I don't think I'll be doing it in one go, but we'll see. And like I say, I've got at least another 2 or 3 machetes to do yet, so they'll be next. I saw a YouTube video by Gav saying that there's going to be some sort of big prize giveaway with Gear Bastion. I still need to check that out myself, so just giving you the heads up now. If you haven't seen that and Gav's not on your friends list, why not? Top knife maker. But get over to Gear Bastion and have a look. There's English and US and European and whatever. And there was even an invite to knife makers, if you're not on there, to get over there, because it's a good place to sell your wares without a lot of messing or rules trying to, you know, clamp down on you, stop you. Yeah, it's for the artisans, or made by the artisans. probably got that all messed up somewhere, but hey. So anyway, it's a nice sunny day and a little bit sweaty in here, so it's a bank holiday Monday as well. If I had my car, I'd have been out somewhere, but anyway, here we are. This is the video for today, and I hope to try and catch up and do a few more now that I won't say things are sorted yet, but I'm hoping they will be. My daughter's on medication and she's found out she's got water on the brain and it's at a dangerous stage, and she needs to have a lumbar puncture to find out whether A, they can drain it, or B, whether they need to put some sort of catheter inside her body. If it goes any further, she's at stage 4, if it goes any further, aside from the fact she could die, fits, epileptic, seizures, everything brain related that can go wrong is in stage 5. So as you can see, that's why I've been worried. The car went off the road at a bad time. I was meant to be collecting an Ergon to do an Ergon review, the Calibra cricket being looked at by Blackpool air rifles with a view to selling in the UK, and that's when it blew out, and unfortunately we're not having that to run about with now. I can't get down there and I can't take her to the hospital, and can't be at the hospital with her to keep an eye on anybody who's a parent, whether your child's that big or an adult or whatever. If you really care, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'll switch off for now, I don't want to bore you, and to the next one. Keep it out there, keep looking round. There's a lot of good knife makers and air gunners and such like on my friends list. Have a look, and they'll lead you on to others, and on to others, and on to others. There's a big wide world out there of hobbies and stuff, and there's always something to see and learn. That's the good side of YouTube. There's lots of crap sides at the moment, I know, but anyway, for now, I'll see you.